Alright guys, who is ready for some Goldwatch League? I am casting here, her name is DivianJ, catch me over at twitch.tv/DivianJ, and I'm alongside Bronx here. Bronx, want to say a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Bronx. I'm a former coach for Goldwatch, and I'm hopefully going to be doing a play analysis alongside of your casting.
And yeah, and I've been casting for quite a bit here, and I'm hoping to give you guys quite the show, as we do actually enter Team EU versus Team RASS here. And it's looking like, actually, gonna have technical difficulties right now. Give me one moment. I think we're all set. Yeah, I think we're all set. Sorry about that, everybody, but we're gonna have Team EU versus Team RASS. And actually, I spoke a little bit with Broccoli. He's actually the captain for Team RASS. Spoke with him before this match was getting ready to start, and he told me a little bit about what he was expecting from his team and how he's expecting for this game. So, what he actually told me was something interesting. They said he was looking like a little bit of the underdog, actually. The Team SR on Team RASS actually ranges from mid-gold to mid-plat, whereas other teams, such as Team EU, has higher SR. So he's looking forward to having a challenge now, and actually we're getting into the game, so we'll see how that challenge works out. So he did say this is going to be an interesting game now, because they're not used to fighting such high SR players, and they were saying that in their scrims, actually, sorry, they're having a little bit of trouble with some enemies as well. So we're going to see how this is going to be working out now. Alright, we'll get straight into it now. So look at the fight kind of breaking out in favor of RASS early. They're trying to push them off the point and try to get the point as fast as they can here on Oasis. It's actually quite a close range map on one side and long range on the other. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. And here's the engagement. Close range in this area. So much damage coming off from that D.Va and that Winston, but actually the mech's gonna fall there for Broccoli. Unfortunately, actually surprised to see him on the D.Va. He said he normally takes that Zenyatta, and actually there's the mech falling down from the enemy team as well. But nice dash there from Mixon. Will take out Ruju, and now flying in the air, these Pharahs doing as much damage as they can. And now the fight's turning to favor Team EU as they do capture that point first, building up a few percentage, and Broccoli's gonna actually fall there as Baby D.Va. Only one who gets out alive is going to be Enaros here. And already both teams building up almost 50%, higher than that on most of their ultimates.
So both teams, or Team EU is just going to try to play the point here with just holding. They don't want to do anything extravagant. Their D.Va's still not back to 20% until she can get back inside of it. And they're going to try to jump the Zenyatta as fast as they can. Broccoli already got kicked out of mech already for this engagement, but the ink did go down. Kills.
Actually, a huge fight breaking out now, but it's actually looking like it's going to go to the favor of Team RASS here. And they do get most of the kills needed to win this fight, and now all that's left here, that Baby D.Va going to fall there to that actually Primal Rage cop there from Computer. Nice capture there. And so they do hold both of the DPS ultimates still left there. Rushu and Aniros both holding onto those ults. But Team EU, almost all of their ultimates available now as Hunt and Whoops get theirs. All 6 ultimates available. This is going to be a huge push from them.
Ultimate advantage definitely towards Team EU's favor. There are no defensive ultimates up for Team RASS yet, so if anything does come down that's major, they will not be able to defend against it.
Yeah, she's going to go into the high ground here. Fight's breaking out now. Both Broccoli and that Winston jump on there. No, actually, there's the barrage coming in from both teams, actually. Not going to find much from either one of them. And there's the finally. Another Dragon Blade comes out as well. Now, it's a huge fight breaking out here, going in favor of Team EU. But no, Hunt jumps off the edge there with his ultimate available. So Primal Rage, a little bit of a waste there, but all that's left here now, they will be able to get the point. So all that's left is Ruju, who will fall on that Tracer. So nice job from Team EU to really get that point so fast and so well done.
Team EU also played ults really well. They only used 3 ultimates. They have both defensive ultimates still available to their team, as well as a clear ultimate following the D.Va nuke. All that was used on Team RASS' side, though, was the Pharaoh Barrage.
So they do have the ability to push in hard here. So that's what they're going to want to do. Taking a little bit more methodically. And now there it is. Self-destruct coming in. We're going to see how that does. Actually gets 2 there. The Pharmacy falls. Whoops and Hugos. Really nice ultimate there for Broccoli. Now 4 down. 5 down, actually, as Ink falls as well. And now all that's left, 1 enemy alive here. We'll be able to get out of there alive. That's an amazing job opening that up on that D.Va from Broccoli. So nice job of them being able to get that.
see that Team EU is just trying to regroup here before they push back, and they still do have the ultimate advantage. Not for long, though, as Team RASS will be going. Valkyrie gets popped very early for the AoE healing, though.
That's going to be Hunt diving in really deep as Winston. I think a bit of a miscommunication there, so he does fall immediately to that Soldier 76. And now getting resurrected, whoops. His Valkyrie's up. There's just so much healing coming out from that Mercy.
Team RASS no longer has heals available for their side, though. And
they lost
does
so
pop
much
Barrage
as well.
onto the point.
Barrage actually only going to find one. His Primal Rage comes out for Computer as well. Picking up another one, but no, it's all that's left here is this Winston. Not be able to find much. Not sure why they popped so many ultimates. They committed so much to that fight, but it did not go. 90% build up, though. Going to be a close first round here on Oasis.
Team RASS will have one Soldier ultimate coming up soon, as well as the Sound Barrier and the Valkyrie. But Team EU does have Transcendence as a defensive. Valkyrie gets popped early for the AoE healing as well. Except the Computer gets taken down by the Barrier.
Already. All the kills actually coming in favor here of Team EU as they get those 2 kills. And actually, we saw that Soldier 76 Tactical Visor get popped, but makes and immediately switched his direction towards him. He was able to get him out with the Dragon Blade. And now, really nice job from Sinto, being able to fly and take out Xenion. Now, all that's left here is Rugio, and that Soldier 76 will fall. They're picking up the double kill. Now, Neros, the lone survivor on Team RASS, will also fall to Jinto. So, really nice shot from that Diva. Oh, actually, no. Computer actually managed to get out on time, and there it is. He will fall as well. Jinto pick up 4 kills that round, and just the stagger keeps coming in now. One by one, they will fall, however, and that's going to be it for the first point here on Oasis, going in favor of Team EU. Really close, though. 100% to 90%.
Point kept going back and forth between the two teams, but ultimately, as you said, Team EU did capture. I think their ult management was just a bit better on their side.
Really, we saw really great plays from both teams there, but I think, just like Broccoli was telling me earlier today, it really came down to the fact that it looked like Team EU just lacked, or Team EU rather had the communication they needed to make those plays, whereas Team RASS, they were trying to do a little bit more of their own thing, as we saw with that Diva ultimate that worked out very well, but I'm not sure exactly if the rest of that game was planned out the way that they wanted this to go. So hopefully we see this communication building up from Team RASS. They can make this comeback, winning 2 in a row, and see what they can do now.
As we're going into this real quick before the fight starts, Team RASS is actually not running what we would consider a main healer. They're running 2 off healers with Lucio and Zenyatta. We haven't seen this in a few metas for quite a while.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out for them. We know they're quite powerful on those players. Now, fight actually breaking out up top here. Team EU is just firing from above. The first one to fall is actually going to be Hunt again, going in too deep and gets punished for it. And now Hugo's just getting healed so much by his Mercy, not going to die here. As Team RASS again gets that first cap here. His Computer actually takes out Wolf's there, and that's going to open it up a lot. With that Mercy, they're going to take it far, and yeah, there it is. Hugo's man makes them both fall. Looks like Team EU is going to have to back up a little bit here.
Ink will jump off the map so he can not stagger as hard. But as we did say earlier, Team RASS needed the better communication. They switched to dive, and they focused the correct targets that they needed to. And they easily took the point in this first fight. They're playing the low ground right here, just waiting. They're not doing anything too aggressive. They're not taking any hold, any choke. Waiting for them, for Team EU to push into them.
They know how strong Team EU is, and they really don't want to force an engagement that they don't need to take. They're just going to let Computer poke, and here it is actually, the fight already breaking out. Up top now, so much damage coming out. Everybody on Team EU just dives to that high ground in the middle of the point, and now it's just raining justice from above. And there it is, Hugo's ultimate comes out, but his barrier there from his Winston actually saved him. Hunt, I don't know if you noticed what he did, but the Genji tried to reflect it and got completely shut out by that barrier. It's a really nice shot from him, and now actually the Resurrect coming out. Dragon Blade, though, in response, Rugio picks himself up 1. His Tiny Hippo actually picks up a kill as well there on that Lucio. So really nice shot from him. Doing his own fair share of damage, and there's Computer being able to follow it up as well on that Winston. But no, it's actually Xenion's mech's going to fall there, but that's going to be a huge disadvantage to them. A Diva without a mech is almost useless in a team fight. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen now.
Very nicely played by Team RASS for this one point. They saw that Ink was in the middle of their team, and they focused down that healer. They forced the Resurrection out immediately, and as soon as it came out, Broccoli had used his Transcendence so his team would have an easier fight. But Valkyrie gets popped.
Then as Dragon Blade comes out, could have picked up quite a few kills there, but actually it's going to be Sound Barrier comes out. But he's still able to pick up 2. Both supports fall, and now Xenion's left here on this Diva. Gonna see what he can do.
If he can
yeah, quite a fair fight.
A lot of ultimates being Zintu's on the side of Team EU, but the mech does get dropped by Zinni to hopefully get some damage out, but it does not catch anything.
Unfortunately, yeah, nothing's going to happen from that. Now it's going to be Team EU in favor, ending this fight here as they do capture the point once more.
No ultimates available for either team except for Zintu's.
That's going to be huge here, because they're going to go home to this point for quite a while until Team RASS builds up their ults, and if they're smart about it, they'll be able to survive quite a while by getting their own ultimates and just staggering them over and over again with the enemy team. And there it is, self-destruct comes in.
Comes out early. It does not catch anybody. Great Winston berry to save Broccoli.
Yeah, now it's going to be a huge push coming in, but Obsidian just gets melted right there on that D.Va. It's such a huge target with such a huge crit box is going to immediately fall. Now they're just pushing in so deep, they don't have a real tank with them right now. They do have that Winston, but actually they're pushing a Rujou. Who needs a tank when you have Rujou? Being able to pick up 2 right there. There's a Resurrect coming in, but no, it won't happen. Rujou will take her out first. That's a triple for Rujou as he pushes in even farther. And there's Zinnion following it up as well. Now all that's left here is that Winston who will fall to computer as the point get captured here. It looks like, yeah, Hugos will fall as well as Baby D.Va. Tiny pistol in hand takes that kill, and that's going to be at 48% accumulated for Team EU, but that's not going to be enough as Team RASS finishes it up 100% to 40. Actually, no, just in time.
He gets there on the verge of the end of overtime. Dragon Blade gets popped on the side of Team EU, and it actually gets 2. Taken down by Tiny Hippo. Mech falls already for the side of Zintu.
It's another even fight, but Rujou again picking up multiple kills like he needs to do this, and now Zintu so close to death here, but we'll be able to survive just long enough to stall. But no, computer's going to take him out. And there's the reflect from Rujou. So well on this Genji as he played so far. It's really impressive just to watch him get these kills after kills, and he takes out Hunt also, and all that's left here is Whoops. Attempts to resurrect Hunt, but will get taken out to no avail. Rujou just so powerful on that Genji this game.
You don't need main healing when you are able to kill the enemy team before they can kill you. As just shown by Team RASS. They had the utility from any type of speed and the Discord, as we've seen that's so strong from teams, and especially in that last fight, Enrios with the high ground, making the Pharah focus him, otherwise getting that free damage off. Providing such a great distraction for Rujou to be able to get such a great blade off with the 3-man in that final fight.
And now 5 seconds left into the final round here on Oasis. It's going to be interesting to see what the teams choose to do, and actually not many changes coming out from either team. It's going to be interesting to see.
Actually,
it's everybody's saying who they played before. Most of the fight's going to be breaking out here right near this little courtyard. Hopefully something's going to happen, but actually computer gets taken down so low, almost falls there as well. But will manage to get out of there alive. And that's just going to be the trade there. Tiny hit with the support down. But they will be able to survive long enough because of that resurrected. Rujou already diving in deep, getting another kill, and now it's going to be huge. They push the fight towards the point now. Just trying to take Hugos out before his Mercy is able to come back and heal him. But Oziniel is going to fall there. Now Baby D.Va gets shot directly in the face by that rocket and not going to be able to survive. And that's going to be it now. And actually the point's actually, never mind, not going to be it now. Team RASS comes back in fighting. Good to see what they can do to try to get this first cap. It's going to be computer trading right there. Gets himself the D.Va and her mech, but no, not going to be enough. Team EU capping that point first.
Nexon playing really far aggressive with the rest of his team, but no one, Team RASS will be able to follow up, take advantage of his position. Team
actually,
EU is just taking high ground.
Speaking of position, there it is, Hugos from above takes 2 out with that rocket. Really nice shot from him. It was all because of the positioning, and there it is. Dragon Blade coming out as well from Ixon. Going to be able to take up 2 as well, and that's going to be it. The DPSs from Team EU just cleaning up there, as well as some help from Ink and Shinto. So really nice job to them. Holding this point, 35% already accumulated. Really nice job to Team EU. Just sitting up top here also.
Team EU with already such a high advantage on the capture, and they have ultimate advantage. They're about to have 4 ultimates up, while Team RASS will only have about 3.
And actually we see
Enrios goes down.
And Heroes, yes, so close in. Unfortunately, cannot get out of their lives because his blink messed up a little bit. I don't think he wanted to do what it did. And there it is, actually self-destruct coming out. Will not be able to find anything. That's going to be huge if this fight happens. They lost the self-destruct out from the defensive side. They were able to use it for a couple of percentage points, but unfortunately nothing more. Now here's the fight. Primal Rage coming out.
Transcendence gets popped on the side of Team RASS.
Trying to keep him alive. And now here it is. Self-destruct comes out up top. Brady probably gonna be able to find a couple kills, and there it is. Picks up 1 into Hugos actually. There's the resurrect from Whoops. Seeing what he can do now. This is gonna be huge now. because he actually does get 2 there for the ultimate as well. You know, all that's alive here is Xenion. That's going to be really bad for them. 86% built up, and the team wipe comes in. Nobody really alive to contest this fast enough, except for Inaros on that Soldier 76. Let me see what we can do to get on the point in time. 93%. We'll be able to get on it. Actually, gets stopped by the entire enemy team, and now just 1 second remaining to get on, and there it is. Actually, Rouge is going to get on it, and Transcendence comes out. They just really haven't been able to force him to use Transcendence, but they haven't been able to do enough damage on the point. Now this fight's breaking out now. And actually, nothing comes from either of those ultimates, and there it is. Enemy Dragon Blade comes out, but really well predicted from Tiny. He was going to use the sound barrier, but still going to fall to Hunt there. Now again, this Pharmacy is just dealing so much damage from above. Makes himself another one. There's a self-destruct coming out. Gonna be able to find nothing, unfortunately, but he will get his mech back, and Shinto staying alive a little bit longer. But Neros and Rushu both picking up a little bit, and Computer takes out the mech as well. Now really, it's just all up to Whoops here to be able to keep his teammates alive to be able to win this round right now. Now Computer actually picking another kill. Also finishes Nugos and Whoops to try to deal as much damage as they can alongside Hunt. But no, it's actually TVP coming back, dealing that damage to Computer, making him fall. And a huge contest coming in so far. It'll be interesting to see what they can make happen here. But no, Hunt's going to take out Tiny Hippo with that Primal Rage. And now overtime ticks down. And Nero couldn't get on the point in time. That's going to be it. Team EU, the ones to win that round.
Play of the game.
Saw from this very first point that Team EU did have the communication to easily take the first point of this map. But from the second point, Team RASS did play dive. They played it very well. They focused targets, and it just seemed like Team RASS had lost that communication in the third round of the final fight. They did not focus targets. They did not manage to do anything of the sort as a team.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Team Ross there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, for Team Ross there. I mean, they were able to do what they could, but unfortunately they were just outskilled there by that team. So, going to be looking forward to seeing what happens this next one and what changes they're going to be making. And actually, it's looking like now it is the loser of the round chooses the next map. It's looking like Team RASS is going to be choosing King's Row, is what I believe they're going for.
Looks like Team EU will be defending first on King's Row.
Alright, and we're back now, ready to go into King's Row now. We're going to see how this one is going to be working out. And actually, what's interesting to see is that Team RASS, when I was speaking with Broccoli earlier, did tell me that they were going to be looking into doing more of a dive composition, because that is what they're more comfortable with. And we're going to be hoping to see what they're going to pull out here. As King's Row, it's always been a really good map for diving in. There's so many angles that you're able to take the first point from, whether it be hotel or high ground or straight in. It's going to be interesting to see if they choose, which one they choose to take. If you are new to the stream, I am DivianJ casting here for Team EU versus Team RASS. Team EU did win the first match on Oasis, and I am alongside Bronx. Bronx, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit for all those who are newer to the stream right now?
Hey everyone, if you're just joining in, I'm just a former coach of Goldwatch and here to hopefully help with some analytical plays of by the side of his great casting.
The sight of one of my
Right, actually,
And
that
go ahead.
day,
Do it.
I felt alive.
oh, so we right here in the beginning, we're seeing that they are taking their dive supports and they're going Lucio, Zenyatta as they felt comfortable in the last match. But they actually have the Widow here for opening picks, and if he can force the resurrection early or force some type of pick even onto the Mercy, it would be great for Team RASS, as since they don't have their own resurrection from their supports, forcing it out early would definitely make it an even 6v6 fight. And it is just so important as a pick to come out for Team RASS. But they are playing Reinhardt with McCree, so they will be holding behind a shield tank.
We'll see what happens.
Both teams
here.
actually run Reinhardt.
Looking for a sneaky pick, but not be able to find it, doesn't look like. He misses that shot, unfortunately. It was a close one. Looks like now they know they have the Widowmaker. It's not going to be like anything much going to be happening. It actually makes it on the Junkrat will fall there. Gets caught off guard in front.
In such a bad position. The resurrection comes out. No one is focusing. And the Zarya bubble comes out on the whoops, and she gets out free. No, Flashbang will take her out. Let's help with Broccoli.
And actually, still doesn't matter. It's still looking like it's in favor of the attacking side here. Team RASS trying to do the Kevin. No, Hugos and Cinco picking it up now as Ruju cannot really get any picks here through that shield. He's going to look to want to die or back off right now.
Ruzu going from behind, trying to see if they can find Zintu, and she does.
That kill, wow. Nice job, 2 body shots there, fully charged up. We'll be able to get that kill. You know, almost all of Team EU dead because of their long respawn. It's going to be interesting to see if Team RASS tries to act off this.
They will get a tick here for free. The charge misses. He goes down very quickly. Hunt. Broccoli getting killed by Ink. Zenyatta kills the Zenyatta. Mercy goes down to Zinian though.
And there it is,
Hugo
yeah.
takes out Ruzu. Second tick comes out for Team RASS.
And that's
And
looking
it
like
looks
captured.
Team E will back up, try to regroup in the streets phase. However, their Zenyatta is back spawned all the way from third point.
And that's really unfortunate, having such a powerful support being all the way back there. They lose damage from Zenyatta, they lose the Discord Orb, they lose the healing, they lose so much from having Ink all the way back there. So that's unfortunate to them. They're going to be forced to regroup much farther back.
Ruzu actually switches from the Widowmaker, my bad, into the Bastion, and they will be playing Protect the Bastion on the cart here.
Oh goodness. Let's see how this one works out. You know, with Bastion on payload, it's either like a massacre for their team or a massacre of their team. So we're gonna see which one happens to be here. It's actually the fight's not really breaking out. Looks like they're trying to dive that shoulder 76 there, but Hugos gonna be able to get out of there alive. And now Bastion is in the back, dealing so much damage to them.
Transcendence comes out for both teams, but the Tyrant will kill Tiny Hippo and Ruzu. Cannot Transcendence that.
Incredible job from that as Mason gets those 2 kills. Nothing want to look back up here as Hunt actually takes out one more than Broccoli. Zenyatta trying to survive, and we'll be able to get out of there alive with Zinyan. This looks like another fight in favor of Team EU, being able to stop that payload quite early and actually surprisingly far up for a team that had a split support.
Ruzu will be switching off the Bastion into the Tracer. They don't think they can make the Bastion work on the payload anymore. So they will be trying a different approach.
Now that the enemy team is really regrouped, it's going to be harder for Team RASS to be able to do much on that Bastion. So that's going to be looking good. Good decision by them to be able to switch off that. Self-destruct coming out. That could be huge. Into the
2 kills.
Earth Shatter. Takes out 2. Nice shot from him. Really nice combo there from Computer and from Zinyan. Nice job. Successfully securing that payload. That's going to allow them to push up as well now. It's just for Yuju pushing in so deep, trying to get an extra kill or 2. We'll be able to find Mason.
They're falling one after one. And when it staggers, Team RASS should get Streets phase here for free.
And quite a lot of time also. More than 3 minutes on the clock when they captured this. Really nice job from them. I mean, they did choose the map. If we were expecting a show, and this is what we got. A really nice dive from them, and really just really nice job overall, dealing so much damage and still being able to keep their team alive.
Team RASS with 4 minutes and 30 seconds coming into the final point of King's Row, and that is a good chunk of time to be working with.
Especially on King's Row, a map where the street space can go so well, but the first point is such a one-way, either their team or the enemy team. They're really looking like they're just so adept on this King's Row. Actually, be trading there, Mason and Ruju. But unfortunately, Mason did have to use his ultimate. Now, here's the Deadeye coming out, and Neuro's not be able to find anything. Not sure why they just use that there, as their entire team is appearing to be falling back, but no. Ultimate got popped. Nothing they can do about it now as they get ready to regroup. Still 4 minutes on the clock.
So Transcendence available for both teams. Graviton is available for Team EU, and that is such a huge ultimate.
The computer barrier breaking up close. Really nice trap. There's the
Comes out
Graviton surge.
Transcendence.
But Transcendence is going to cancel out quite a bit, but no, Hunt's still going to be able to deal all the damage through it. And they use that Transcendence trying to survive, and then Shinta's going to follow it up as well. Xenion falls. And now, entire team falls from Team RASS. One survivor, unfortunately. He's going to be able to switch off here. Tiny Hippo goes over to the Ana instead. Just trying to do more healing, and being able to use that nano boost actually going to be huge for them.
One important thing for Team EU is now Team RASS no longer has a defensive ultimate, and they still have Earth Shatter and Tactical Visor. Two very big ultimates. Tyre will get popped here to find if they can get any picks early.
Looks like it's going to be able to get one. There it is. Tiny Hippo's the one to fall there. And you see Mason just getting that ultimate every, like, 30 seconds, maybe even more, even sooner than that. It's just incredible how quickly he's getting these.
It will fall back, Team RASS trying to regroup here. They're falling one by one, just staggering really hard. The car is going very far back in favor of Team EU.
They still have 2.5 minutes to work with, though, so I feel like they're pretty confident in their abilities to get this payload moving. They just need one clean wipe with their ultimates, but it's not going to happen. His computer gets trapped again. It makes him takes him out. Now here's the fight breaking out. Quite scattered here, but it's still looking like it's going to be going in favor.
Resurrection comes out, and Resurrect makes it.
And there it is. Eneros and the Zenyatta there, Brocky, the only ones to live on Team RASS, so they do fall back. And get ready for the regroup here as they try to keep pushing back.
Only two ultimates available for Team RASS right now, where Team EU will have 4 coming up in just a second here. Ultimate advantage definitely in favor of Team EU.
It is a push coming out. It's going to be huge if they manage to get this. And there's actually the self-destruct coming out. Into the Earth Shatter. 2 dead.
Gets
the
2.
Mercy managed to live. And there's the Graviton Surge, defensive Graviton Surge coming out. And actually will resurrect as well. And Maxon, the Riptire didn't even see it coming. Killed 2 people on that Graviton Surge. Really nice shot from him. But the push is still trying to come. Xenion and Computer on the front line trying to do as much as he can, but it's not going to be either the tanks that gets kills to support Broccoli, but no, unfortunately they are going to fall. Xenion falls late. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining here as they do lose that fight.
What a fantastic play from Exit. He knew that the Zenyatta would Transcendence into the Graviton, so he used his Tire because it would be a 450 damage burst. You're unable to heal that immediate damage. Great play, great communication from the side of Team EU, only using the 2 ultimates. Well, they actually use Transcendence. I like 3 ultimates.
It's also just incredible that the number of times they've done that this game, of just utilizing their Riptire to be able to kill people through Transcendence. I think that was the 3rd time they've done it this game, which is really a nice job for them, and just really a nice job of communication and game knowledge. Actually, there's a Neuros with the ultimate, trying to do what he can through that barrier, only going to be able to find... Actually, yeah, Hunt's going to be the one he's going to find, but actually Ruju's going to be able to complete that kill. Nice shots there from the McCree. Now here's the Riptire again, coming out. Will be able to get anything. That's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, it actually will. Broccoli falls. Tactical Visor as well. Will take a tiny hit, but now there's no supports left on the tactical side. They'll still be able to try to get this push to work here.
Only Enrios and Xenion left. It looks like Team RASS will fail the rest of this push, but they did get a majority through 3rd point here.
Actually, the Ink got a quadruple kill there as Zenyatta. Really a nice job from him. Dealing his own fair share of damage. My bad. With his Discord orbs. And they're trying to get back on the point if they can, but no. There it is! Earth Shatter Graviton Surge, adding insult to injury here. It's going to be Tiny here, but the only survivor, unfortunately, will fall. And now all that's left here is Xenion trying to contest this payload. Actually uses self-destruct, but unfortunately will die. Still picks up 2 kills, but not going to be meaning much as the Neuros will fall as well. That's going to be at 62.26 meters pushed. Quite a nice push, but unfortunately still not going to go in Team RASS's favor.
Score
as soon as Team EU got their footing on third point, they were able to hold it in that one position for over 4 minutes. And that is a great defense on third point for the side of Team EU. Let's just hope their offense is just as good for them.
Yeah, this could really go either way. They had quite the push. They're going to need almost a full push to get this. And with the street space being so offensively powered that you can just barrel through it so quickly, but the first point just being a complete either you get it or you don't. It's very one way or the other. It's going to be interesting to see if Team E is going to be able to utilize the power that they were able to show on the defensive side to be able to make something happen on the offense.
It looks like Team EU is confident in their team composition, and it looks like they will be keeping it for offense. But Team RASS is actually switching up to triple tank here. They want to be able to hold this point. They have a lot of big HP bodies that can stand on the point. This is where Maxon will excel. Junkrat just getting massive damage onto these tanks will build his tire faster than he did even last round, which is pretty insane since he was building them in minutes before, in just under a minute.
It's interesting to see actually that we have Ruju taking up that Zarya. Like you said, that triple tank, but Ruju traditionally an extremely strong DPS player. It's going to be interesting to see.
I wonder if he'll be playing Zarya more as a DPS than a tank, trying to get as much charge in their face as possible, as opposed to shielding the Reinhardt and playing more passively.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to want to do here. Being slightly aggressive is going to be huge in their favor, as they were failing to do that last game. They were being a lot more passive. We saw with the Bastion originally, McCree and Soldier picks. It was not a very aggressive dive composition, whereas this with Zarya will help them do a lot more damage right up close and personal.
Defend objective A.
RASS going up and around the building. They're trying to go high. They might be trying to take the high ground right here. Yes, they are. Team EU going up top.
It's going to be interesting to see what they try to do here. Again, a very passive approach compared to what Team RASS did, which is just push straight through the statue area.
They're sitting around here, which is very interesting. I guess they were waiting for Maxon. I thought he was trying to stay behind and do some type of flank, but no, he was just delayed, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly miscommunication. Actually, it's going to be the Reinhardt who falls down. Everyone else making it to the top down. It's going to be interesting to see what they try to do. It's fun. That's going to be Zinnion pushing up top. Really nice barrier timing there, getting her a lot of charge as well. Zinnion just dealing so much damage up close on that D.Va. Now, all up top here, EU just being able to rain damage from above.
It's a battle of the shields right now. Yeah, they will be going further around.
Yeah, they just keep going all the way around here, trying to deal as much damage as they can from this high ground position. It's just such a nice vantage point on that point. It's gonna be Hugo's just trying to get behind and deal it. But no, actually, Maxon just...
We actually lost a member. We get a pause?
I'm not sure what just...
What? Very interesting. Some type of technical problems going from the side of Team EU.
The pause is messing with my audio. I'm not sure what else. So it's just having...
It's also messing with my audio.
Clicking like, oof.
Yeah,
that's
just
annoying.
Clicking. I'm gonna take a second to talk about how great this play was before he had disconnected. They actually set up the Soldier and the Junkrat on two different sides of the high ground. They put Soldier on one and Junkrat at the other, so Computer wasn't actually able to shield both damage courses coming in. It was overall a great play for Team EU, but this will be very interesting as to what happens now.
You're not really sure what's happening here, so let's go into a quick pause here while we try to figure out these technical difficulties. We'll be right back with you guys in a minute. I think technical difficulties have been solved except for this weird audio thing going on. Yeah, I think we're back now. Mason just kind of disconnected, but he's back in now on that Junkrat. It's gonna be interesting to see. Not really sure why that happened. They said his internet just kind of shut off, but
Unfortunate for Max that he will have to be rebuild whatever ultimate charge he did have, and now in a
already
position,
picks
but
up
actually
the kill.
takes out Andreas.
I mean, he's behind him. They should have seen that coming, but no, they didn't. They just let him take out the kill, and actually it's gonna be Broccoli the one to follow it up. And now the kill's coming in favor. Computer picks up 2, and actually makes him to be resurrected here from Whoops. Nice job, Broccoli actually picking up 3 kills out of the Zenyatta. Really nice job to him.
Holding the point,
Curing that
even
kill.
after Maxon was to get a nice little flank kill onto, if I remember, it was the Zenyatta. But Maxon already with 62% ult charge.
It's pretty incredible how quickly he's built up his ult. I mean, just a couple of mobs and he's already up to 80 now.
If we take a look at which teams have which ultimates, the ultimate advantage as of right now definitely goes to Team Ross, but Hunt will be going in dead immediately. This big Graviton hits 3. Nothing gets killed though because of the sound barrier coming
chose
off
not
the
to use Diva Bomb or anything there actually. That's gonna possibly loosen the fight as Mugos and Mason using their ults as well. Now Whoops actually resurrected Mason as well. Now really not much left on the defensive side. As Zidion falls and now Rushi is falling back trying to stay alive, but now he will fall as well. Now Broccoli hitting tiny hit, but the support's falling as well. Shinto and Mugos dealing so much damage and being able to capture that first point relatively quickly. A minute remaining on the clock.
They should have 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I think, pushing into the streets phase here. There it is. Very nicely played by Ink when, as soon as the Graviton had hit 3 members, he proceeded to drop the sound barrier immediately. Just provide the defensive ultimate to guarantee their safety.
It was a really nice job from the attacking side there, especially coming off of such an issue like Mason's DC. But to be back to being a fair fight, hopefully something happens here that we enjoy.
Ross sticking with the triple tank. No switch ups from either team so far. Both Zaryas pretty high charge. Self-destruct will be coming out.
That's gonna be
It will
huge.
get
Wolves and Ink both fall. Hunt shield did not block it from his supports, but the trades are coming in now. As Ugos just up top, doing so much damage. Still,
Maxon will fall.
going to be the
Zinni
one,
will be trying to trace down the soldier right here at top.
but he does live. Gets out of there alive, which is good for him. But actually, no fight's still breaking out of top. Vinny's gonna want to just fall back and not feed him too much ult charge. It's too late for that now. He's already at 95 on his ultimate.
One important thing is Ruzu is a 100 charge Zarya now, actually. Pockets going onto Ruzu would be the play. He does so much damage right now.
He's been constantly almost this much charge for most of the game during these team fights. Just a really nice shot to him using those shields properly. And now almost has the guard on search, but no, soldier behind.
Very nice.
Nice try from the Diva trying to get up there as Neon, but no, unfortunately, we'll be able to still pick up tiny hit. And there's Hunt.
Earth Shatter gets 3 members inside of it. Hunt with a very nice play.
Xenion doing so much to try to protect his team, but it's not going to be enough. As the Riptire comes in as well, it takes out Rugio, and that's going to be it now. Going to be able to capture the siege space off of this, most likely.
They will not attempt to stagger Xenion at all. They just want the point as soon as possible. Into third point. 4 ultimates available for Team Ross, with only 3 available for Team EU. Ultimate advantage to Team Ross right now. Let's see if they can put it to work.
And 3 minutes left. I mean, they have, what, 2/3 of the time that Team RASS did when they captured this point, so it could be huge for them if Team RASS just burns out this time. I mean, they were not the most powerful when they were attacking Team RASS here on this last point, but they were able to make some plays towards the end, so hopefully we see the same things on the defense. And there it is,
Graviton
comes out.
Transcendence gets popped. There is no tire available for that,
they
though.
saw him use it last time. There's Enerous using that tactical visor, seeing what he can pick up, and we'll be able to get 1-2. There it is. The computer dies in again, gets a third. And there's Rushu following it up as well. Now that Zarya just so charged up, 90 charge on him. Probably be able to pick up Whoops here as well. And actually, Whoops is the one to get staggered. It's looking like he's not going to be able to live. But no, he will get out of there just in time. But not fast enough, actually. Rushu's getting a build up that Graviton Surge.
Ruzu, again, being at 100 charge just after this fight. Great stall, or great fight from Team Ross, using the Transcendence in the Graviton, not getting countered by the tire. They knew he didn't have it up. And Enrios using the Tactical Visor combo to just clean up the fight. Only 2
actually so close to a really powerful Earth Shadow, but nice sleep dart! Sleeps Hunt mid-charge to protect his Baby Diva from falling there. So not
Big
Baby Diva.
Graviton.
Actually, just on, and there's the Graviton Surge coming out. Mason actually uses the Riptide to try to counter it, but there's Self-Destruct coming out from Xingqion. Let's see what he can pick up. Unfortunately, it's not going to be anything as the Hunt gets in there last second to put that shield on them. And the fight looking pretty even so far, but actually Valkyrie popped there from the enemy Mercy. Now Hugo nearly get that kill into Tiny hit, but now the support's falling again and again now as Team EU, the ones with the huge advantage now.
Diva not in mech. This is huge. 3 members down for Team Russ, and all of them are still available for Team EU, and they will be pushing this cart with almost no contestment. But
There
Big
it is,
Earthshatter connects
Earthshatter.
to 4 members. Graviton, though, comes out
Not
for
easy
Team
enough.
EU to catch all 3 members, and easily captured with the great use of the Graviton for Team EU to take the King Row match.
A really nice job from them.
Play of the game.
Here we get to see the Graviton once again.
Incredible. The end of the game Graviton so much to secure themselves this win. Really nice job from him.
Also being 100 charge, he just melts through any targets that he sees. If I remember correctly, a 100 charge Zarya does 120 damage a second.
And I think we're going to be going into a little bit of a pause here before we get ready for the next round, which is going to be up to Team RASS. And yeah, they did pick Anubis, it looks like.
So the next map we will be going into is 2CP Anubis. Let's see if Team EU will pick attacking or defending first.
Looks like they're even calling for a little bit of time. And yeah, looks like they want to take a little bit of 5-minute break here before we get ready to go into the next match. So we'll catch you all back here in 5 minutes as we get ready for round 3 of TEU versus Team RASS. Alright, I think we're getting ready to go back into the third round here. It's going to be on Temple of Anubis, actually. And it's looking like it's going to be Team RASS starting out on the defense, it looks like.
Would be correct.
Oh, I love being correct. I'm not correct very often, you know that. Well,
Day so far.
we'll see what happens. Actually, a little bit of a composition switch, it looks like. Computer's taking the Orisa this game. That's going to be interesting, actually. I'm excited to see that, because it's weird that I got a message from Broccoli when I was talking to him that was, we like dive, it's what we're best at. And now we're seeing Junkrat and Orisa both come in here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
We actually see Tiny Hippo on Junkrat. He's no longer healing, and Enrios is actually playing a healer now as well.
Oh, wow.
Instead of tanking.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Enros is the one playing Soldier almost every single game. That's...
You're right, he was the McCree player as well.
Yeah, so that's really weird. But you see Ruju going back onto that Soldier 76 into his natural state of DPS. It's going to be fun to see what happens here.
They're doing a lot of, not only hero switching, but a lot of player switching in the roles too. Coming out from Team RASS.
Yeah, we're going to see how it works out, because, you know, sometimes that goes really well for them, and sometimes it'll go very poorly. But, I mean, they need to win this round, so hopefully they'll make something happen.
But the Junkrat is very strong on defense on Anubis, and they also have the Orisa for the shield. On the side of Team EU, we do see some sort of almost dive. It's almost like a half dive composition with the Winston, the D.Va, and the Genji. Let's see if they can get any strong early picks onto Team RASS.
There's something right now, they're just hanging back and waiting for these Orisa bullets to stop flying through.
Winston shield melted almost immediately. The D.Va eats the Orisa hull actually, but Ink gets taken down very fast.
Ziddy on the one diving and really deep there from Team RASS. Dealing so much damage on that D.Va. And his team follows it up, being able to do so much damage. Nice sleep there, being able to stagger Mix a little bit. Interos action on that Lucio. Playing it like a DPS, picks up 2. Computer follows it up with another double kill himself. Really nice job from the defensive side there. His Team RASS. Zinnion already 60% almost on his ultimate. And almost everybody else on his team building up close to 50 except for Ruju. So much higher ult advantage than the attacking team Team EU has right now.
Very nice hold from Team RASS. They have the spam to easily just throw down any corridor that they go into. Team EU will have to get in fast and hopefully avoid any type of damage. Hunt jumping directly onto them in the middle, hopefully cause some type of distraction.
Brings them low, but fortunately not to be able to get a kill right now. But stealing so much damage makes it actually.
Enrios takes down very fast.
And there's the Hunt going so low, 15 HP on Hunt, but it will finally die. There's Rushu. Picks up the kill, nice heal formation. Just makes it inside. Mine's still doing so much damage.
3 members down for Team RASS right now. They have no healers on the point, only tanks and Tiny Hippo. The D.Va self-destruct will come out early. It will actually pick up 2 members.
Cleans up the point is Tiny Hippo. As well being get those kills. And Supercharger actually came out there. Not sure. I don't think it was necessary, but still. They secured themselves to hold. A really nice job with that self-destruct.
Zinnian self-destruct definitely helps hold the point, if not so holds the point right there. Now it forces them to regroup.
Here's the push.
Dragon Blade gets popped. Sound very nice to helpfully cancel out the Dragon Blade.
Actually diving in very deep into the back there, trying to take out Broccoli. It actually will succeed now. As Hunt's the one to dive in as well, and now the whole team is pushing in as hard as they can now to deal as much damage as they can on this front line. But it's going to be Zinnion trying to trade here with Eneros, and actually Eneros picking up the double kill on that Lucio, and now Zinnion, the last one to fall here. Baby D.Va going to be taken out by Gus from up top, and that's going to be it.
Eneros will try his best to solve, but he will not get much.
That's going to be it here as they do cap the trap point now. A little bit under a minute 30 remaining when they're going to look like they're going to get this cap.
Ruzu tried to get some type of pick off, but he's just going to fall back to the second point. They're going to play the second point defense here. They're actually going to switch the Orisa for Reinhardt here for the extra health barrier. And it looks like Team EU will be staying with the same composition. No major switch ups apart from the Orisa into the Reinhardt.
Now Zinnion coming close to another self-destruct, and we've seen him pull off some pretty crazy ultimates so far. So hopefully he keeps doing that. It just does what he does best with that D.Va. It's going to be interesting to see. Temple of Anubis is a pretty good map for it as well, so it's going to be interesting. We can get a kill here.
Zintu is still... Zintu just getting back into mech now. Maxon actually switches from the Genji into the Reaper. Hopefully you get some close quarters damage off onto the tanks.
gonna be difficult to get in close quarters when they're against the Junkrat. They're gonna be able to zone them out so well. And there's Tiny Hippo!
Oh, Tiny Hippo with the 3 kills. Both supports and the Reaper are down. But
But
Hugo
Hugo
actually taking out
falls
3
it
of
up.
himself, as well as Ruzo in the very beginning.
So now all that's left here is Zinnion. They're gonna be able to get this, and that's actually
Self-destruct comes out for Zinnion. It buys a lot of time, as well as another 600 HP mech.
And there it is. They're going to be able to secure with that Zinnion. Not be able to get the kills there from that one. You won't be able to take out a mech, but still, incredible showing from both teams. Incredible triple kill from both, and actually Hugo picking up the 4th as well from him. It just really was an incredible play from both teams.
Zinnion's mech definitely stalled the point and scared off the remaining 2 tanks away from it, and holds the point on the second point. This is the second time she's done this on this map. First on point A and now on the second point. So let's see how this works out. Team RASS does have Nano Tact Visor available if they need it.
And yeah, here it looks like it's going to be coming out now. And actually there it is. They take out that Mercy, and now his self-destruct coming out of the point. Getting able to zone them off and get a little bit of an advantage on the point, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. If they do try to push back on here, Team RASS doing as much as they can. Reinhardt just swinging his hammer around. There's the Earth Shatter. Picks up 3 from that, but the Tactical Visor comes out.
Tyre actually gets the Reaper.
Gets 1 with that. Now Hugo gonna try to fall back here on that Soldier 76 will fall as Tiny makes himself up a triple kill in addition to that mech there. Just secure himself that point. That Junkrat just so much damage, and now it's gonna be Hunt the one to finally escape there on that Winston, getting able to get out of there alive. But
You're actually taking the switch from Soldier 76 into the Mei. Another important thing is Broccoli managed to keep the Nano. Did not give it out to Ruzu in the last fight, or anyone for that matter. Hugo switching from the Soldier 76 into the Pharah.
That's going to be quite incredible with this Mei here. I think they're trying to do it to try to counter the team composition that when they weren't running a Pharah, so they were able to wall them off. But now Hugo's switching off to that Pharah, which is a really unfortunate time for that switch. I think Mei's actually going to go back and switch off, and yeah, there it is. Ruju going back to Soldier 76 immediately.
Great early kill on Inky. Either forces the Resurrection or solves the push, and there's the Resurrection early, and she doesn't have Valkyrie, so she will not have Resurrection for the next 30 seconds.
That's going to be a huge push coming out here, so we're going to see what's going to happen on the attacking side, just seeing what they can do.
Great sleep onto Zintu right there.
But there's actually
Mech gets knocked out.
Picks up 4 with that. Oh, sorry, 3 with that, but Zinion's mech will fall as well, picking the 4th. And now all that's left here is that Soldier 76, but he will fall. Now the capture's going to be coming in here. Enaros just trying to stay alive, but no, he will fall. 1 minute.
Zinnion does have self-destruct available here, but will they be able to get on point on? Great sleep onto the Reinhardt. Shatter
And there it is.
gets 1.
Shatter to the self-destruct. Picks up 2 there total. And now the Valkyrie comes out as well. And there's the barrage coming out from Hugo. Gonna be able to pick up 1 with that before he falls to his own death. There's makes him pick another 2 kills from himself. Now Trick Zed is coming out from the attacking team here, but team,
Oh,
you know the Mei freeze
was not actually on the point. And one major thing is that Broccoli held on to the Nano for at least 3 minutes. The Nano never came out in any of these fights.
Yeah, such an unfortunate ending to that one, but they did manage to hold it for quite a while. 1:29 remaining when they did capture that point. That's gonna be interesting to see. Will Team RASS be able to beat that score? Will they fall short of Team EU?
Now, if Team RASS finishes with at least any time left, they will get a second push. But if they finish second point in overtime, Team EU will have 1:29 to attempt to capture 33% on first point. So let's see what happens in this situation. Team EU playing with the Reinhardt almost picked up the Mei. Now they will go with the McCree instead. They actually have 3 supports picked as of right now. Team EU actually saying with a 3 support setup.
It's gonna be interesting to see if that's gonna work out for them or not.
It's very interesting. They almost playing the Zenyatta as a hard DPS then.
But it's interesting though, because they have the Mei. I guess they're running the Mei as an off tank as well as the Zenyatta and McCree doing most of their damage. It's very interesting.
A very interesting hold. They're going up top. I haven't seen anything quite like this yet.
Hopefully it works out for them, because this is quite incredible. I mean, using that Mei wall to get their entire team up top.
No, they actually took the Lucio to speed the Reinhardt back up top. They're actually going to switch the triple support off. They kept the McCree and the Reinhardt up top. This is very interesting on the side of Team EU.
Yeah, using that Mei and Lucio to get them off there. That's quite the play.
That is-
Hopefully it works out for them.
That is a very interesting play. Ruzu will be looking for a pick up there, but he will not be expecting a Reinhardt berry up there. I don't think anyone would. It's a great hold spot. They have the high ground. They will almost not be able to give up until they just go directly to the point, except Genji and Winston dash immediately up there.
It's going to be all up to Ruju to see if he can get that pick at the top.
The Hunt lands the charge on Tiny Hippo. Both supports down for Team RASS, and they will most likely need to back out here.
Yeah, certainly working in their favor right now. Team RASS is falling all around
No,
them.
Ruzu gets 2 kills. Shortly falls down to Ink.
Will it be enough here? No, it's not. Hugo.
No.
Quick turnaround to the face there with that mine. That's going to be enough to take him out.
Great hold from Team EU. Zinto trying his best to get back into mech though. Team RASS pushing in as fast as he can. Ruzu actually gets the snipe onto the
He
woods.
gets the second one. We'll be able
And
to get the
onto
third.
Snake.
Looking for the third, actually. Oh, the reflex from Maxim will be able to take him out. Really well timed.
Should not matter. Only
Yeah, it should
Max
not matter at
left
all.
on point A.
Once again, Maxim does fall there. Really nice shot from Rushu. Getting those 2 shots, actually getting 3 kills. One was just an assist onto an enemy. And then
Rushu
almost
actually
getting a Genji as well, but 2 minutes 37 remaining as this cap comes in.
6 minutes to push this next point, and that is more time than Team EU had. Ruzu is actually confident on this Widow. He's feeling he's going to stay on it and try to get more picks for his team.
I mean,
Sights gets popped, they know what they all are.
Even Team EU just typed in chat, God Widow, about Rushu. This is gonna be interesting to see if
Enrios
he keeps it up.
gets taken down early. There's no resurrection available from Computer, takes out the mech. Ruzu actually kills the Reinhardt though.
No, Resurrection comes out now. Whoops. Being able to bring Hunt back to this fight.
That
Now
can
self-destruct available. Trying to stop this Reinhardt from charging, but don't think it's going to be able to come out here. So Riptire comes out. And together they will take out that Primal Rage. Winston's going to fall now. All this stuff is in on. He's going to want to back out here. Loses that mech. And probably gets staggered here. That's very unfortunate for him.
This is a brutal stagger right here.
Yeah, I mean,
One very nice
already respawned by the time he got that.
One very nice play from Tiny Hippo. He saw that Hunt was using Earth Shatter, and he actually booped him away from his team so that Hunt would use a poor Shatter. Very nicely played by Tiny Hippo.
Yeah, and we saw right after that, we saw that actually the Reinhardt Hunt was going to try to charge, and we saw the Demon just disrupting the charge by flying into him over and over again. It's really well done. It's great team communication and being able to do that effectively together.
Dragon Blade came out from Max, and it did not manage to get anything though.
We're going to see what can happen here. It's actually Rushu switching off for that Reaper instead of that Widowmaker. Unfortunately, not going to pick up much just yet.
We see Hugo is actually on the Junkrat instead of Maxim this time around. Transcendence gets popped early for Ink.
It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Actually, they push to this really close space. There's the self-destruct. That could be huge. And actually, we'll only pick up one computer falls. Actually gets the mech as well. And that's going to be big for them as both tanks basically fall.
2 members down for Team RASS. 3 members down for Team EU. My bad.
Broccoli actually picked it. Yeah, Broccoli picked up 2, and they was following it up. It's Eneros and Rushu. And now Valkyrie comes out for
Valkyrie gets
Eneros.
popped, but Eneros kills him. Eneros with a 3rd kill onto Hugo.
That was 4 kills off fight. Now here's the Dragon Blade coming out. Gonna see if he can pick up one. There it is, the first one. And I'm just going straight for their spawn here. See if we can get any more.
Only Ink available on the point still. Reinhardt will charge in. Does not manage to catch anybody. Will get instantly melted. Valkyrie comes in. Tire follows.
There's the
Sound Bear drops.
Blossom to stop getting the point.
This was a
4-11.
great push.
4-11 on the clock after that amazing push we just saw.
Scores 2-2. Switching sides.
Team EU will be attacking here. They only have a minute 29 to make this work to get as much as they can. If they do manage to full cap first, they will get an extra 30 seconds to push point B. But let's see what they choose to do. It looks like Team RASS is using the same composition that they used last time on defense, except switching the 76 for a Genji.
I think Ridge has just been so versatile this whole match. He's been switching between character after character, while almost everyone else in the game has been mostly sticking to the same role and the same hero. So he's done a really nice job from him of just being able to switch over and over again and just be a really useful asset for his team.
he actually went back to the 76. I would have liked to see the Genji on defense with how well he was playing it on the offense role. But Team EU is having a hard dive composition with the Genji Tracer, Winston D.Va, as well as the Lucio for the speed boost, and of course the Mercy for the resurrection. They want to go hard. They only have a minute 29 to work with, and they want to make the most of it.
And Rose is just jumping everywhere and on the Lucio. Doing some interesting pre-game stuff, but now the game is starting as they do come up this ramp here. Just again, Orisa just spamming down that little small choke.
There's so much trash damage that comes out from the side of Team RASS. See how they handle it.
Mason diving in really deep right now, going extremely low, but we'll be able to live. No, it actually will not. Tiny Hippo. Concussion blast takes him out. It should goes low as well, but he's going to be able to get out of there alive. Resurrect having to come out, sitting on another kill. That's going to be huge. They're still trying to keep this push up. They don't have any time to really do this. His Whoops goes extremely low as well, and all the picks coming in.
Hugo's trying to back up any percentage. No, he will get out as soon as he can.
And there are only 45 seconds remaining to try to cap this point. They only have time for a quick respawn and a half push.
An important thing to mention is Zintu is not in mech right now.
He's being extremely aggressive at that as well. Trying to get his mech back.
Right.
But
Zintu got knocked out of mech. Very aggressive.
Yeah, extremely aggressive D.Va play there from Zinnion. Well, he'll be costing him. And they do trade that now.
Goes down, but Computer gets
Push
traded.
coming in. It's looking like it's going to go in favor of Team EU, but a nice pulse bomb.
Gets Enrios.
This is going to be huge for them if they manage to get this push now.
Two ultimates will fail.
Guys, they're not
Tactical
tactical
Flash
buys
does get
actually.
popped.
Not sure why. Rishu's only able to pick up one there. And they are going to lose the point anyways, it looks like. It's Tiny Hippo trying to get out of there alive.
Team E will have 30 seconds to push this next point. Zinnian's still on point A though, buying as much time as possible. Not really doing much in overtime though. The rest of the team is not following up, just feeding 600 ultimate or 600 damage shard to the enemy team.
Yeah, now 30 seconds to cap this next point. They do have the nano boost, they have the supercharge, and they have the riptire. They should be able to hold this defense, but I mean, into primal rage, into sound barrier, it's gonna be a big deal for them. They just have so many defensive and ways to alive. And there it is. Every
sound barrier
ultimate
popped
coming
very
out.
early.
Here's huge
Luckily,
fight coming
Nano
out.
still doesn't go out.
Actually, Supercharge comes out as well. Now it's 2 for 2 now. Supercharge does fall on Tiny
Fire
Hippo.
gets three.
Getting 2 kills there with that as well. The one being the mech, and now Rouge is going to be the one to fall there. Now, if he's out of this fight, it's going to be a lot of damage gone. But they still have Zinnion be able to deal that damage with that D.Va.
It's 4v2 Zinnian self-destruct comes out. No healers on the side of Team EU. They should not be able to get this point rare.
There's
Nano
Tiny
goes
Hippo
out.
actually the one to receive the nano boost. Nice shot from him, man. Pulse Bomb comes out again. Eneros jumping into the Pulse Bomb, but unfortunately,
3 members comes out.
Whoops
Wolf's trying to res somebody, but gets trapped by Tiny Hippo just to die immediately. Only Lucio and Genji left on the point. D.Va coming in shortly.
And again, Tiny Hippo just following it off over and over and over and over.
D.Va self-destruct comes out.
Not going to find anything, unfortunately.
Only ink left on this Lucio.
He's
As
jumping
long
everywhere.
as he can.
But no, he will
It
fall.
will not matter.
The Winston gets on the last second, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as he does not get it just in time. Now, 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
2 to 3.
Team Rush should be able to do this. They should be able to capture this both points at 4:11.
Team RASS has 4 minutes and 11 seconds to cap A and then 33% of point B. If they do cap point A, they do get an extra 30 seconds as well. Let's see what happens. Already coming out for Team RASS, it looks like they're playing more of a dive composition with 2 off healers again, as we've seen them like to do. Team EU, though, holding more of a standard comp of what they've been having. They have the Zenyatta, they have the Junkrat again. They're trying to get as much damage into this small choke as possible, but instead of opting for the Orisa, they now have the Reinhardt for a 2000 HP barrier.
Yeah, they're choosing not to hold that high ground like they did the last time they played. It's gonna be interesting to see how this decision works out for them.
It was a very interesting choice the last time they held first, but I think they realized that how they held was not worth it in comparison to being a little bit late to the fight with their 2 heroes still running back.
5.
Yeah, and there's
So
a
they're
cool
holding-
strategy. It was definitely a
It
cool
was a
strategy.
I've never seen it used before, so it was very, very interesting.
Defend objective A.
We have just some early damage. Ruzu actually getting a
Already
first
getting that
pick
first pick.
onto Hugo.
Let's see if he can get a second one. But no, he will actually fall. Mason just dives in so hard. And actually, he was being
Tiny
resurrected there.
Tiny Hippo actually got taken down by Ink.
But I mean, Team RASS just has so much time to work with it. They don't care if they're getting killed right now early. Like, they can always respawn and get it again. They're just looking for some ult charge to be able to stop the enemy team from snowballing them and just be able to get one big wipe, and they've already won the first point, and that's going to be huge for them if they manage to get that off, so.
It's exactly what they can do. They have since they have the time, they can do something that Team E was unable to do. They are able to build their ultimates and just rush all at once with 6 ultimates. That is something that Team EU did not have the pleasure of doing, but Hunt will actually take down Enrios to just stagger him just a little bit of time.
Each kill delays them by 10 seconds to be able to try to push the points, so every time they get these useful kills, it's going to be huge for them. Ruju's looking for a kill here. He's going to be able to find her or not. Does not look like he's going to be missing that shot. Just trying to do what he can.
Team RASS may not feel like the little bit of deaths here and there might not matter because how much time they have to work with, but it will add up. They actually start to dive. Hunt trying to do his best to shield his team. Charges, does not manage to hit anything in the charge. Enrios actually taking down Ink. Earth Shatter next to 2 members.
That charge is actually going after the Winston, who just jumped right out of its way perfectly in time. And now Whoops actually using Resurrect Valkyrie, and again another Resurrect to pick as many teammates as he can back, and he's fighting now. Makes it, picks up 2 with his Dragon Blade, trying to look for the 3rd. Will not be able to get it now. Trying to go for the Broccoli now. Will fall now. Tiny Hippo is the only one alive.
Tiny Hippo, last man alive. Only 2 minutes left for Team EU. Tiny Hippo will speed away.
And Mixon's just been doing quite a really nice job actually of focusing down Ruju. Even at the end of that team fight, instead of being picky and being greedy and going for that kill onto Broccoli, he chose to look back at Ruju and keep his team from dying. But right as I say that, he falls. Ruju headshot.
Whoops trying for the res, but will not be able to get it, and will be taken down. Charge connects onto the Winston though.
And now here's the
Winston pops Primal Rage, pushing everyone off the point, hopefully to capture it.
Ruju just dealing so much damage there, just forcing them to back up a little bit more. Now,
Soundberry gets popped. Very nicely played by Tiny Hippo. Predicts the tire and then Soundberry so no one will die to it.
Actually, Transcendence was popped there to try to keep his team alive and try to stall the point for a little bit longer, but it was too little too late. 1:30. They burned almost 3 minutes off the clock, but is it going to be enough? They have almost 2 minutes to cap the 2nd point, and they only need the 3rd.
This is very interesting from the side of Team EU. They will be switching to a Sombra instead of a Zenyatta. Ruzu actually gets a huge pick onto Whoops. That's their only hero right now.
Another one falls as well.
Peter actually blocks the Shatter with his shield.
There's the Graviton Surge. This could be huge for them. They get anything
comes
close
out.
They will actually. Hugos getting off 2.
Only Hugo remains. They only need 1 tick.
And there it is.
Whoops
they got
comes out trying to get wrecked, but Whoops does not actually get on the point.
And it's Ruju who actually adjusts his aim just in time to be able to get that kill there. And
Did he?
takes him out.
Great play by Ruzu. We definitely saw Ruzu having a lot of free control on this map, just playing excellent on the Widowmaker. No one really contesting him. But once he started getting the picks, he didn't just get 1 pick at a time. He got 2 or 3. Ruzu definitely playing this Anubis match very well.
They're getting ready to go into the 4th and final match here, and I apologize to the viewers. We did actually switch over to our scoreboard before you got to see the play of the game, but I'm sure you can check that out later. It was a nice replay of the game from him, so it's going to be interesting to see now what they choose to do for the 4th match as we get into it, the 4th and final match between Team EU and Team RASS. It's looking like that's be the Gibraltar the pick here from Team EU. And we'll be back in just a minute, actually, as soon as this game is ready to start. Alright, and we're
At watch point,
back
Gibraltar.
now onto the final match, final game actually, between Team EU and Team RASS, and this best of 4 match. It's currently 2-1 in favor of Team EU, and the final match is going to be Watch Point Gibraltar. In case you are just now tuning in to the stream, this is the Goldwatch League, and being casted this match, Team EU versus Team RASS, being casted by me, twitch.tv/DivianJ. You can check me out, or you can check out my co-caster Bronx, twitch.tv/IamBronx. Bronx, if you want to introduce yourself.
Everyone, in case you're just tuning in, I'm just a former coach of Goldwatch and someone that is here to hopefully help analyze some of the plays that does go on throughout this match series that my partner is casting, as well as me just a bit.
We're excited to see this 4th match. There have been some pretty crazy plays that we've seen so far, from Diva ultimates to positioning to just everything. It's been quite the game and quite the match, so hopefully we keep seeing that in the future.
Team communication has definitely gotten better throughout the series for both teams, I would say.
30 seconds.
Let's see. The team EU is holding first, and they are playing a bit of a dive composition on defense. Genji, Tracer, Diva, Winston, Zenyatta, Mercy, as we've seen a little bit before on Anubis. But it's hard to tell what Team RASS will be walking out right here, unless they're actually going to keep this composition. No, it looks like they will be switching it.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
That was very nicely played by Broccoli. He threw the Sonic Arrow onto the upper part just to see the enemy team composition, and then we'll be switching back to Zenyatta.
Actually, a huge fight in this close range. Both the Winstons just doing so much damage. I mean, Computer already 70% on his ultimate.
Hunt jumping back onto the point, getting focused down with the Discord Orb on him.
It's going to be 1-for-1 trading here, so Computer's actually falling as low as well. It's going to be huge to try to push in here, see what they can do, and actually we're going to be Hunt getting revised here by Whoops, so nice shot from him, keeping their team alive. And now looking like this fight's going in favor here of Team EU on the defense. And yeah, it's going to be Zinni. She's jumping off the map there.
It'd be very interesting to see if Zintu would also jump off the map just to get this back a little faster. Which seems like they choose to keep the positional advantage and just hope to farm any part of the ult. No! Tiny Hippo actually takes down Zintu very fast.
God, well timed from him as well. Listening to us, I guess. No, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
Maybe that's going actually over here. Fun. Kills, and actually Primal Rage coming out. There's the Dragon Blade.
Gets popped back.
Anything. There it is. Makes it. Picks up 1. Looking for the second here. So he tries to keep Ruju out. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to find the kill.
Transcendence gets popped by a very weird time by Ink. It didn't look like many people were low on his team, and it looks like more of a panic ultimate.
I mean, he still managed to keep his team alive and did enough for them to win that team fight, but they did a little bit of an overcommitment from ult there, in my opinion, it looks like.
Enrio switching from the Lucio into the Ana, and Computer also switching from what I think was the Winston into the Reinhardt. They want to play more of a shield tank, kind of hide behind it now.
Yeah,
They
we'll see what
are
can
under
do
the
here.
bridge.
And, I mean, Tiny Hippo has that Dragon Blade available. That's going to be huge from here as they try to push through this close ranged area.
Team EU does have the high ground. It is in a very favorable position for them. It is directly on the bridge. Maxon will actually take down Tiny Hippo, and Ink will also take down Enrios.
Actually, Maxon actually taking him down after he takes that out. He will get slept there, so really nice shot from that sleep, but unfortunately he's not going to do much as Ink TVP actually gets the double kill. There's self-destruct coming out, not going to be able to find anything, it's Shinto falls as well. And our Team EU just prevailing again. The payload did get pushed quite far, and close to the server room now, but it's still going to be in favor of Team EU. Minute and 30 left, holding the payload still here on the first point on Watch Point Gibraltar.
3 ultimates available for Team RASS right now, with only the Pulse Bomb available for Team EU. See if they can use the ultimate advantage to their favor to be able to push this cart all the way into the hanger phase.
They're going to have to play a lot more passive games. Rather than holding up top, which gave them so much ground, they're going to probably fall back into the server room, so it's like what most of the team's choosing to do here.
Tiny Hippo is looking, and he goes Dragon Blades, trying to get both the support. Transcendence is just a little late to save Tiny Hippo, but they are pushing the cart. Zinni and Verse Hugo on the cart right now.
This Computer the one to try to take out this tanks in this server room now. Just alone.
Whoops, out in the open, gets flashed, and then killed. Maxon
Zinnion,
anti-grenade.
Zinnion diving in deep there, being able to get as many kills as he can. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. Not going to find that Genji either, and she's going to fall, losing that mech, and will fall to Ink not wanting to stagger her, just choosing to get the kill instead. So that's going to be it now. 30 seconds remaining, and a long respawn now for Zinnion, finally back in the fight. Has that self-destruct available, but is it going to be enough?
Only 2 ultimates available for Team RASS right now. Team EU does have 3 major ultimates with a 4th self-destruct almost coming up. Ultimate advantage definitely in Team EU's favor. Will they be able to hold this, or will they choke?
They only have 8 seconds to get on the payload.
They now have to stick to this payload.
Push coming in now.
Transcendence and Dragon Blade get popped. And it looks like...
coming as well. But all the kills in favor of Team EU is actually self-destruct comes out here from Team RASS. Gets 2 Zinnion. Nice job. Both supports dead.
They will be trying to hug this payload as much as they can. Zintu gets knocked out of mech. Only Zinnion left alive. Can she stall long enough for her team to get back? Tracer on her way.
Does not look like she'll be able to. She does lose her mech there and then falls. Mixon getting that kill. But I mean, it was enough for a couple of people to get back there in time. Enra's the one. But actually, he'll get off the payload, but still managed to get back on and actually takes out
Shatter hits 2 very big targets.
As they take both the supports out again. Now Mixon just doing so much on that Genji so far. Getting closer
Computer with a very nice fire strike.
If Mixon doesn't die here, it's going to be bad for them. Mixon needs to fall. 11 HP, he does fall. Eteros!
Dead.
It's such a long overtime right now. It's going to be able to see what they can do here.
Zintu will be taken down.
They will be able to get it, looks like. 4 people on the
Hunt
payload.
will be jumping onto the payload. Very nice charge, but it does not connect. Whoops, trying to res the Diva. It's being focused by Ruzu.
But now the team fight's happening again here on the payload. We see what happens. Here's Tactical Visor coming out from Tiny Hippo. He'll pick up one. It's Ink falls. Gets the second one. It's Hugo falls. That's going to be huge as Ruzu picks up Whoops as well. TVEU
Transcendence is only 1% away from it.
And there it is.
Transcendence gets popped.
But it's going to be enough to save them from Mason's Dragon Blade, who will fall to Computer. And there's the push coming out. Hanger phase with 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Very nice stall by Zinnion and Ruzu as Tracer and Diva for the rest of the team to get back just in time to be able to take the point. Let's see if Hanger fares better for them. I said that wrong. But anyway, Ruzu takes out Hugo early on.
Actually, Pulse comes out. Not going to find much right there. Or actually, anything at all. Just a little bit of damage, but no. Zinnion again getting really aggressive. Already has another one of her self-destructs models. That's pretty huge for them if they try to use it and get a few kills.
Both teams have 3 ultimates up. Valkyrie gets popped early. Self-destruct comes out.
Not going to be able to find anything there. Now, huge fight breaking out on top of the payload. And there's the Earthshatter coming out. Only being able to find the Winston with it. But is it going to be enough if they manage to kill Computer? But no. Computer's still alive and fighting on the payload versus the entirety of Team EU before his team gets back. And now they're ready to re-engage this fight as Hunt gets the kill and actually Whoops can go on to resurrect Shinto back in this fight.
Pulse Bomb connect onto Zinnion.
Yeah, that's
does not use self-destruct. Holds onto it for now.
And it looks like they're going to be able to win this fight. It looks like as Whoops actually used another Resurrector to get Hunt. Just keeping him in this fight. He deals so much damage to them. Back here, and here it is. Engaging on the payload, just taking out DPS after DPS. Every squishy end, player falls. Now Zinion's the last one alive here. She'll fall actually to Whoops. Mercy pulling out the pistol, showing that she can deal some damage as well. And getting that kill.
1 minute remains for Team RASS to be able to push through Hanger's phase. They do have 2 ultimates up, but on the other side, Team EU also has 2 ultimates. Dragon Blade and Sound Barrier versus Tactical Visor and Self-Destruct.
Yeah, if they bait the Sound Barrier out with one of those ultimates, the other one could be extremely powerful, as both of them are very capable of killing an entire team. This makes sense.
Dragon Blade actually came out from Max as soon as he got it.
See what he can do with it. He's actually going to find 2. Both supports fall. As Hugo follows it up with another double kill of his own. And this getting at the back. Self-destruct comes out. Not sure why there. Just takes Zinnion out, who's going to die either way. 30 seconds remaining now. They don't have the self-destruct available to defend.
They still have Prime Rage and Sound Barrier, almost Pulse Bomb and Valkyrie up for the defending team. Team EU still, Team EU with the 4 ultimates. Team RASS though, 2 ultimates still. They still have 4 very close to being built, but not yet, but not enough in this overtime.
And they're back on the payload and ready to fight. As Primal Rage comes out, there's the self-destruct. That could be huge for them. It's only going to be able to find that Diva mech. Zinnion manages to get that kill, and now Valkyrie comes out as well, trying to keep their team alive. And Sound Barrier as well to respond to that Tactical Visor, but still, Whoops is going to fall at the end of that ultimate.
Earthshatter connects to 4 members. Pulse Bomb picks up 2 of them.
What a combo from them being able to get those 2 kills, and now it's all up to Mason and Ink.
Max and Ink still alive.
And actually,
No,
there's a
actually,
Dragon Blade coming
Zintu
out
is
from
still
Maxon.
behind.
But another
Max.
Dragon Blade wasted from Maxon as he does fall there.
Charge does not connect onto Zintu. But he should fall right here.
Yeah.
Tracer
Charge is
coming
not
back.
bad.
Hugo. Hunt and Whoops coming back in with Hugo to try to do some damage. Broccoli will be coming back in with Transcendence available
Well, all that's left here is
for
Hugo.
his team.
It's gonna be interesting to see whether or not he will fall here. Actually,
Maxon
like
and Ink
Maxon's back,
join
yeah.
the fray. Transcendence
They're
gets
just
popped
contesting
out
this
of panic.
And I mean, at this point, there's no point of Transcendence. They're gonna win this point. They just need to back off right now. Yeah, they finally did back off. They don't have to get any more ult charge. That's gonna be it.
Transcendence
Team
may have
RASS.
been a bit of a waste, but he wants to assure the capture rather than not getting it. They're trying to get as much of third point as they can get here for free, but they do not have many ultimates available to them as of right now.
And both first and second point were capped from pretty close overtime. So I think Team RASS is looking forward to possibly breezing through the third point here with a couple of good ultimates.
Earth Shatter almost available to Computer. Let's see if he can get anything done with it.
Yeah, see if they're going to combo this again with the pulse bomb.
Pulse
as well.
Bomb, this is for Hugo. Self-destruct comes out for Zintu,
And actually
but it
gets
actually
two in the
picks
neck
up
as
two.
well from Baby Diva form. But they're following it up with a kills of their own there from Team RASS. Let's see whether or not they can survive here. Looks like Team RASS just want to back up a little bit. Computer and Eros are still fighting though, as well as Rujul. They do still have the pulse bomb available as well as the sound barrier to use for the next push. With only 30 seconds remaining, it's going to be very difficult for them to get on this point in time.
Team RASS will have 4 ultimates available to them on this push. Team E will only have the 2. Sound Barrier and Primal Rage. Valkyrie almost up though. Let's see if
Can Zinnion pop another amazing Diva ultimate? We'll just have to see. And there it is. Ultimate
Primal
comes
Rage,
out.
Zinnian ult gets thrown out. Self-destruct will not catch anything this time around.
It will force
Computer.
off the pillow though. And that's actually Rujul the one to follow it up. Pulse Bomb's though to get one, but he will get resurrected by Whoops. It was a nice shot from positioning there, and actually
Tactical wise,
Tiny
will
hit
take
was
down
one to get him
Whoops.
out.
Hugo takes down Ruzo in the Tracer versus Tracer battle. Earth Shatter only connects his into.
Now on the point here, it's gonna be Hunt the one trying to deal so much damage to Team EU. But you don't want to jump out of there right now to try to stay alive. And Tiny Hippo again following it up with another kill.
Dragon Blade gets popped, and Broccoli has a very nice Transcendence to counter the Dragon Blade from Maxon. Very
Maxon.
nicely played. Let's
Over and over again, Maxon has failed to get stuff off of his Dragon Blade because of these Transcendence. There's actually self-destruct coming out. Not gonna be able to find anything, unfortunately. It's popped right inside of either Reinhardt shield. And they're just trying to contest up close.
Sound Barrier almost up for Team RASS, but Broccoli goes down. They're only up 1 healer, and it's Lucio. Sound Barrier is available for Team RASS right now. They choose to hold on to it. They know they're able to push this just a little bit more. Zinnian almost also has the self-destruct available.
Actually,
to
Jugo's
the
gonna
team.
fall as well.
This is a very big stagger. Overtime spawners are getting very, very long.
Its destination.
Here it
Maxon
is.
dashes into the team, and Whoops following as well as Ink.
Now finally, the whole team's here to regroup and get ready to push. We have Primal Rage available now. And there's actually
Sound Barrier
Barrier
gets
coming
popped,
out.
man.
There's a self-destruct coming out. Get pushed.
Self-destruct actually gets Max, and Shatter kicks up Zintu only. Primal Rage just trying to push everybody off the cart. Sound Barrier comes out for Ink for Team EU.
And they really just have to stick to this card. As soon as they get off of it, they've lost. The overtime's been going on for so long. But Tiny Hippo picks himself two. Actually, quite the ultimate there from Hugo. Almost picks up two. Unfortunately, will not.
Hugo's-
Hunt follows it up with his.
Only 3 members left for Team EU. Only 2 now, the Genji and the Tracer.
Squid
Even
Squishy
coming
now
in
only
very
Maxon.
quickly.
But there's the Dragon
Maxon
Blade.
pops
Against
Dragon
all
Blade.
squishy enemies, this could be huge. They're off the payload.
Should
It's all up to Ruju.
left.
Can he survive this? And he actually
It
will be able to
looks
survive.
like-
But unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to survive just long enough. And there it is. Actually, will fall. 83.55 meters. So close to the end of this map.
It was very, very close for Team RASS to almost capture it, but they were running on very little times because Team EU were holding very well in the first and second point. It was only at the very end did they manage to screw it up. So, see how Team EU will take this offense. If they'll take it a little bit slower, knowing they have a little bit of time to play with, if they are feeling more confident in their offensive capabilities. So let's see how this goes. Team EU looks like they are picking up a dive composition on offense. We've seen them play this composition many times. They very like this composition. It looks, I think it's actually identical to what they were running on defense.
And we'll see if it works out for them.
Looks like
Yeah, Hugo going over to the far. I mean, we've seen him play it before, and he's been extremely powerful, but it's be interesting to see if nobody's doing it right now.
Hugo may learn very fast that he will need to switch off the Pharah if Ruzu and Tiny Hippo can focus down the Pharah. They are playing double hit scan defense with the Zenyatta Discord order.
Tiny Hippo actually just standing there by the edge, looking into the water, but
Attackers incoming.
Just having a nice relaxing match.
yeah, just
Try.
have a bit of fun before the timer runs out, and they have to start killing each other. You know.
Trying to find some zen.
Aha! Get it? Get it?
Haha. Anyway,
Just
we
just gives up. Just yeah. Anyways.
yeah. Anyway, we've seen Team RASS really doesn't like to run main healers. They are running 2 off healers still. Lucio and Zenyatta, they really are running on this the utility that these healers have to offer.
No, man, he's just gonna push in. Already building up quite the ultras. They're just going up to this little top close range area where Bench is just so powerful.
Hugo spamming his rockets into this small little range. It's just a massive AoE for Hugo to work with.
I mean, yeah, they already have such high ultimate charge. Max and already almost 60% on his ultimate right now.
Almost 70 now. He's building it very quickly, doing a lot of damage to Team RASS. Hunt actually taken down by
Yeah,
Tiny
the
Hippo though.
first kill is going to be in favor of Team RASS actually, despite the performance seen here from Nathan. He's actually going to have his ultimate available right now, but unfortunately he does fall. If they manage to resurrect him here, they actually just use it on Hunt and Stealth. Instead, that could have been huge if they managed to ult here.
Since you're almost knocked out of mech, is actually knocked out of mech. Team RASS may be playing a bit more forward here because they have the man advantage as well as the player advantage with the mech drop. Since Hugo actually knocked Zinnian out of mech as well.
Alright, here's the push continuing on now. And there is Dragon Blade comes out, but Transcendence just Ruju!
Big high noon from
4
Ruzu.
kills with that Deadeye. I'm not even sure where he was standing when he got them, but that was incredible.
He was standing just left of the cart where the big health pack is.
Yeah, I think he's,
Very big.
Standing right by server room and being able to get that crow was incredible by him.
Well, it was a very nice high noon. Enemy Team EU actually did pop Dragon Blade, and one misplay was they stacked both support ultimates using Sound Barrier and Transcendence to counteract the Dragon Blade. So there are no defensive ultimates coming for P. Ross for this next push.
Especially when they have Primal Rage and Barrage available on the attack. That's going to be different. Or difficult.
Ink will also have Transcendence for his team in this push as well. Let's see if Team EU can make this work.
Shifty actually diving in really deep, trying to bother those DPS in the high ground, but he'll fall. And there's the Barrage coming out.
Doesn't actually get
one
any.
trades with Computer there. As Computer pops his Primal Rage as well. On the push in favor of the attacking team, there's Tiny Hippo. Transcendence comes out to try to counter that attack with Visor, but still not going to be enough as he does pick up 1 kill there.
High Noon comes out again. Fix catches the Mercy. Whoops, goes down. Trying to do as much damage as he can. Tiny Hippo taking out Ink. Zinnian goes down to Hugo though.
Yeah,
They
Hugo
have to
picks
be
up
able
a
to get on the
triple kill
card.
there on that Pharah. And he actually kills himself into that Winston barrier.
Ruzu having just an uncontested time on high ground until Hunt did jump him eventually, forcing him to go down. Computer having backup from his support, just getting there just now.
He's still just so
Hunt
low
will
on
go
that
down.
payload, he's going to fall. And now a minute 15 remaining, it looks like the fight's finally over as Maxim's going to fall here, most likely. And there it is, Everest one to take him out.
It was a very, very nice hold from Team RASS. They had no defensive ultimates to work with either. It was almost just raw mechanical skill coming out from them.
And with only 1 push really remaining, they have the Valkyrie going to be available. They're going to have the Diva ultimate and the Dragon Blade available, as well as Hunt's ult probably going to be coming up in the middle of this fight. But they're against Primal Rage, Sound Barrier, probably a Deadeye, Transcendence,
They do
and
have
Self-Destruct. This is going to be awful if they manage to survive this. And
Computer
Zinnian,
jumps
imagine
up trying to get some damage.
her just throwing her ultimate up there, but no, she's not going to use that Self-Destruct. Instead, she's going to hang on to it for just a bit, send them off. There's the Self-Destruct. Going up from the attacking team, not be able to find anything, unfortunately. It's Shinto.
2 down for Team EU right now. Hunt and Ink. They have only 1 heal available. It's Whoops.
Now, Hugo's able to
Maxim
survive,
and
but
Hugo's.
Broccoli with such a nice headshot there into Hugo's actually stopped her. Stopped him rather. He's getting on the payload now. Only 12 seconds remaining, really, to get on the payload. They're not going to be able to get on it in time. It's looking like it's going to be in favor of Team RASS right here.
Team RASS. Team EU has to make a very quick push right here. Enemy trying to stall as much as possible.
That boost was well timed.
Gets on the card just on time.
And Self-Destruct comes out on the cart, trying to keep them off of it. And we'll push them off. But whoops. Manages to
Valkyrie
there it
comes
is.
out. Transcendence counteracts the Dragon Blade though. Sound Barrier also comes out with the Transcendence.
Use that self-destruct a little bit early there. Now the fight's breaking out. They don't have it available. But it still looks like they're going to be able to do what they can. And here's Tactical Visor coming out. Unfortunately, not going to find anything Tiny Hippo. Actually, never mind. Spoke too soon. He will get Hugo. And almost picks up a second one here. Shinto falls. Yeah, there it is. Tiny Hippo. Doing a nice job there for damage.
Only Hunt left on the point. No one else can get back there in time. It will be going to Team Ross to hold on first point.
That's going to be it. Team Ross wins this round. That's going to tie up the whole match 2-2. Let's check out this play by Rouge real quick. I think that's who it's going to be. And yeah, let's
It's
just
a
check
very,
out this
very
one
nice
real quick.
high noon. Great positioning for this player. The flashbang immediately on the jump too. Very well played, setting him out of it.
Look at this, that timing. Nice
Fine,
job
yeah.
from Rouge right there.
Resurrection. Very nicely played by Team Ross on the defense, and very nice positioning from Ruzu's Dead Eyes.
That was quite the incredible game. I do not believe we're doing a tiebreaker. I think it is just a 2-2 game. I'm not sure. I may be corrected here, but it looks like that was 2-2. I think people are asking for tiebreaker right now, so we might be able to actually do another one.
Tiebreakers are apparently for
Yeah.
only map ties.
So it looks like that was going to be it, guys. 2-2 ending here. It's going to be Team EU and Team RASS both pulling off really nice jobs from it. It looked kind of gloomy for RASS at the beginning when they lost the first 2 rounds, but they were able to bring it back in the last 2. It was a really nice job overall.
I definitely think as the games progressed, they definitely had the quality of the matches definitely got better. We saw a lot more communication, a lot more coordinated pushes from both teams, and a lot better play overall.
Yep, and before we end here, I do want to let you guys know that this was Goldwatch League, and we are always looking for more people to join. Coaches, graphic designers, new members, anything you want. It's a great community. You can always check it out. There is an invite link down below. Check it out on the Twitch channel, and let's say goodbye real quick. I was Divian J. You can check me out twitch.tv/Divian J. I cast for various groups. I've been casting for many years now, and I also play different games and just play with my friends and stuff. You can always check me out. My Twitch was shown throughout the match. You can always check it out. And I was alongside Bronx. If Bronx would like to introduce what his channel is. And
Hey everyone, I'm Bronx, just a coach for Goldwatch, former coach, and my Twitch is twitch.tv//IamBronx, and what I do is I basically just play Overwatch, and I try to do a lot of VOD reviews as well for players trying to get better. I like to do a lot of reviews and do analytical plays for any player that does stop by.
all right, well, thank you all for stopping by, and we'll catch you all at the next Goldwatch League game.